talking a little bit about what Stephanie White has said to Caitlin Clark. And, well, not to Caitlin Clark, maybe, obviously what she said to her, but what she has also said about her and how she thinks Caitlin Clark can lead this team to multiple WNBA championships.
Stephanie White is doing something completely unexpected with Caitlin Clark, and it might just reshape how the WNBA views rookie stars. Rather than squeezing Clark into a pre-designed system, White is flipping the narrative. She's building the Indiana fever around Clark. It's bold, it's fresh, and it's exactly what a talent like Clark needs to thrive.
Couple days away as we get ready for the start of free agency. The biggest storyline of the 2025 WNBA season is going to be the Indiana Fever. What type of moves is they going to make for this offseason to make sure they can make a good run at the WNBA champion?
This isn't just about winning a championship in 2025. It's about creating a legacy. Caitlin Clark's potential is no secret. She's not just a star, she's a basketball phenomenon. Her deep threes feel effortless, her court vision leaves opponents scrambling, and her overall game brings a sense of excitement every time she steps on the floor.
So it looks like Stephanie White is currently trending after this article has been released about her simple rule she gave Caitlin Clark before the start of the 2025.
But for all her talent, how she's coached will define how far she goes. And that's where Stephanie White is rewriting the script. Let's be real. Clark's first steps in the league weren't ideal. Under previous coaching, her game felt restricted. Instead of being celebrated for her instinctive, dynamic style, Clark was told to simplify things.
If you guys, again, don't remember, with Christy Sides, the first thing Christy Sides did was tell Caitlin Clark, you take too many three-point shots, you need to shoot more long twos. You need to pass the ball quicker. When you have the ball in your hands, you need it out of your hands in 0.5 seconds, either a pass or a shot. She thought Caitlin Clark was an off-the-ball spot-up shooting guard. And she thought, by people saying Caitlin needs to get more looks, she thought that the only way she thought that she could get a look to Caitlin, who was being denied, was via pin downs. Not using really Caitlin Clark too much as a screener.
Shoot fewer threes, pass faster, play more off the ball. It was like putting a Ferrari in a school zone. Sure, it moves, but it's not being used for what it's built for. That approach didn't just frustrate fans, it left the team underperforming. You don't tell a generational talent to tone it down. You find ways to amplify what makes them special. Stephanie White seems to understand this better than anyone. From the moment she took over as head coach, her focus has been on one thing: unleashing Caitlin Clark's full potential. And her first step was simple but revolutionary. Instead of walking in with a rigid plan, White asked Clark, "What do you want to work on?" That question is the foundation of everything White is building. It's not about fixing Clark. It's about helping her evolve. The timing of White's arrival couldn't be better. The Fever have been stuck in a rut for years, searching for an identity and a spark. Clark's arrival provided hope, but hope alone doesn't win games. What White brings to the table is a vision, a long-term plan to turn the Fever into not just contenders but champions. She's not thinking about a quick fix or a single title. She's thinking dynasty. What makes White's approach even more exciting is how forward-thinking it is. She's not just focusing on Clark's game as it is now. She's looking at where it can go. Clark's ability to hit logo-range threes, make impossible passes, and control the game's tempo is already unmatched. But White is finding ways to make those skills even sharper. She's not trying to change Clark into something she's not. She's helping her become the best version of herself. And it's not just about basketball. White has spoken openly about the unique pressures Clark faces, comparing her to Taylor Swift in terms of popularity and attention. That's a huge statement, but it's not far off the mark. Clark isn't just a player, she's a cultural icon. Her games draw massive crowds, her highlights dominate social media, and her name alone is enough to generate headlines. That kind of spotlight brings its own challenges, and White is stepping in as a guide to help Clark navigate it all. One of the most striking things about White's plan is how confident she is in it. She's already talking about what the Fever will look like in the first 7 or 8 possessions of their opening game. That kind of clarity is rare, and it shows just how much thought she's put into this. White isn't leaving anything to chance. She knows exactly what she wants this team to be, and she knows how to get there. What's especially fascinating is how White's philosophy contrasts with what Clark experienced under previous coaching. The rigidity, the limitations, the attempts to fit Clark into a box, they're all gone. White's system is built around freedom and collaboration. She's not dictating every move. She's giving Clark the tools and the space to play her game. Sometimes the best coaching is knowing when to step back and let your star shine. And then there's free agency. White's vision and her collaborative style make the Fever a much more attractive destination for players around the league. Who wouldn't want to play for a coach who builds systems around her players instead of forcing them into rigid roles? The Fever aren't just building a team, they're building a culture. As we head into the 2025 season, the excitement around the Fever is palpable. This isn't just about Caitlin Clark or Stephanie White, it's about what they're building together. The partnership between a generational talent and a visionary coach has the potential to be something truly transformative. It's not just about winning games, it's about changing the way we think about basketball. The Fever's journey is just beginning, but it's already clear that they're onto something special. White's approach is bold, innovative, and exactly what the WNBA needs right now. For fans, it's going to be a thrilling season to watch, and for the league, it might just be a turning point. So, what do you think? Are the Fever about to revolutionize the WNBA? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to stay tuned as this incredible story unfolds.